Ladies and gentlemen, let me begin by asking you a question. What if the key to unlocking your potential has been in front of you all along, but you've been too busy looking in the wrong direction? Life has a way of teaching us lessons, some gentle, others not so much. But the moment we grasp certain truths, we are never the same. Today I want to share 3 life-changing principles that will forever alter the way you approach the journey of living. The power of choices. In life, we are constantly faced with decisions, both big and small. Every day we make choices that either bring us closer to or push us further away from our goals. Often we don't fully recognize the power that each of these decisions holds. But the truth is, the direction your life takes is largely determined by the choices you make. At any given moment, you can choose your response to any situation. You can choose to be angry, frustrated, or discouraged by a setback. Or you can choose to be calm, reflective, and determined to move forward. These decisions are not just reactions to external events, they are conscious choices that shape who you are and how you engage with the world. The problem is, many of us go through life on autopilot, making decisions without fully thinking through their impact. We react based on habit, emotion, or external pressure rather than taking a step back to evaluate what truly serves our growth and happiness. Understanding the power of choice starts with recognizing that every decision, no matter how small, has a ripple effect. Take the choice of how you spend your time. If you choose to spend an hour watching television, that's an hour you could have spent learning something new, improving your health, or working on a passion project. This may seem trivial in the moment, but if you continually choose to waste time instead of investing it, you will look back years from now and realize how much opportunity was lost. On the other hand, if you choose to prioritize your time, wisely dedicating time each day to things that matter most to you, the results will compound, and you will see tremendous growth over time. Choices also play a key role in shaping our mindset. You can choose to view challenges as obstacles or as opportunities for growth. You can choose to see failure as a sign that you're not cut out for success. Or you can choose to see it as a necessary part of the journey toward achievement. The way you interpret your circumstances shapes your mental and emotional state, and that in turn influences the actions you take. If you choose to adopt a positive mindset to see the world through a lens of possibility, you will attract more opportunities and solutions. But if you choose to focus on problems, limitations, and what you lack, your reality will reflect that as well. One of the most powerful aspects of choice is that it places the responsibility for your life squarely in your hands. Many people fall into the trap of blaming external factors for their circumstances, blaming their upbringing, their financial situation, or the people around them for where they are in life. But in truth, while we cannot always control what happens to us, we can control how we respond. The ability to choose is one of the few things we can hold on to, even in the most difficult times. When you realize that your choices are within your control, you stop being a victim of life's circumstances and start becoming the architect of your own future. Ultimately, the power of choice is not about making the right decision every single time, because no one is perfect. It's about understanding that each choice matters. Every moment is an opportunity to steer your life in a new direction. Whether it's choosing to take responsibility for your actions, choosing to learn from your mistakes, or choosing to surround yourself with positive influences, these choices define who you become. And over time, the cumulative effect of these decisions will determine the life you lead. So take a step back and ask yourself, what choices am I making today? And where will they lead me tomorrow? Discipline is the quiet force that drives every successful endeavor. It's often seen as a form of restriction or sacrifice, but in reality, discipline is freedom. It is the ability to consistently take action toward a goal, regardless of the obstacles, the distractions, or the temporary discomforts that may arise along the way. Without discipline, we may have dreams and aspirations, but we lack the consistency required to turn them into reality. Success is rarely a product of one grand effort or stroke of genius. Instead, it is the result of disciplined, sustained effort over time. At its core, discipline is about doing the things you know you should do, even when you don't feel like doing them. It's about showing up each day even when the motivation isn't there. Motivation, after all, is fleeting. It comes in bursts inspired by momentary feelings or external sources. But discipline, on the other hand, is a habit that you build and cultivate. It's what enables you to continue moving forward when motivation wanes or life throws challenges in your path. When you develop the discipline to stay the course, regardless of how you feel, you build a foundation of achievement that cannot be easily shaken. Consider how discipline affects every area of life. If you want to improve your physical health, you need discipline to make consistent choices in terms of diet, exercise, and rest. One workout won't change your body, just as one meal won't transform your health. But when you commit to the discipline of working out regularly, eating mindfully, and prioritizing sleep, over time your body reflects those choices. Discipline is what allows you to make small sacrifices in the present to achieve long-term well-being. It's not about being perfect, but about being consistent, making the right choices even when the immediate reward isn't visible. Similarly, in the realm of personal and professional growth, discipline is what allows you to hone your skills and develop expertise. If you want to be good at anything, whether it's playing an instrument, writing a book, or mastering a new language, it takes discipline to practice regularly, to study, to make mistakes and learn from them, and to keep improving day by day. The best in any field aren't necessarily the most talented or gifted, but the most disciplined. They understand that mastery comes from consistent, focused effort. Furthermore, discipline has a way of shaping your character. When you stick to your commitments, when you follow through on what you've promised, you cultivate integrity. The more you discipline yourself to do what you say you will do, the more trustworthy and reliable you become, both in your own eyes and in the eyes of others. This builds a sense of self-respect and trust, which then becomes a cornerstone of confidence. And yet, discipline isn't about deprivation or punishment. It's about creating structure and routine so that you can achieve the freedom to live life on your own terms. It's about setting boundaries for yourself to make sure that your actions align with your values and goals. When you develop discipline, you free yourself from the tyranny of indecision, procrastination, and distractions. You become a person who is able to make deliberate choices, to prioritize what truly matters, and to act in alignment with your long-term vision. Discipline is also the key to resilience. It's easy to be disciplined when things are going well, but it's when life gets difficult that discipline truly shows its power. Whether you're faced with setbacks, failures, or external pressures, it is discipline that keeps you moving forward. When you embrace discipline, you don't give up at the first sign of trouble. Instead, you commit to the process, knowing that perseverance, even in the face of adversity, will lead to success. So when you think of discipline, think of it not as a burden, but as a powerful tool that unlocks your potential. It's the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It's not about perfection, but about consistent effort over time. With discipline, you turn aspirations into achievements and dreams into reality. The more you make discipline a part of your life, the more you'll find yourself moving toward your goals, accomplishing things you once thought were out of reach, and creating the life you've always desired. Personal growth is the foundation upon which everything else in life is built. It's the process of becoming the best version of yourself, and it doesn't just happen by accident. It requires intention, effort, and a commitment to learning and improving. The truth is, your life can only grow to the extent that you do. If you want to improve your circumstances, achieve more, or deepen your relationships, you first have to grow as a person. This is the starting point for any kind of transformation. Personal growth begins with a mindset shift. It's the understanding that who you are today is not who you have to remain. No matter where you've come from, no matter what limitations you may have faced in the past, the future is full of possibilities, and all of them start with you deciding that you are capable of growth. It starts by realizing that you are not defined by your past mistakes, your current situation, or the obstacles you face. The person you choose to become is what will determine where you go in life. The first step in personal growth is the willingness to learn. Every successful person you admire, whether they're leaders, entrepreneurs, athletes, or creatives, has one thing in common: they are lifelong learners. They know that in order to succeed at a high level, they must constantly evolve, adapt, and refine their skills. Learning doesn't stop once you finish school or achieve a particular milestone. In fact, it's only just the beginning. Personal growth is an ongoing process that happens when you seek out new knowledge, challenge your beliefs, and strive to expand your understanding of the world around you. Learning doesn't always come easily. It involves stepping out of your comfort zone and confronting the parts of yourself that may feel inadequate or fearful. But that's where growth happens, at the edge of your comfort zone. It's in the discomfort of trying something new, failing, learning from those failures, and trying again. This process builds resilience and confidence, because when you face challenges and overcome them, you prove to yourself that you are capable of more than you thought. Growth also requires self-reflection. It's easy to go through life on autopilot, reacting to situations without ever pausing to examine your thoughts, behaviors, and patterns. But personal growth happens when you take the time to reflect on your actions, beliefs, and attitudes. Are your thoughts limiting you? Are there habits that are holding you back? Are there old beliefs about yourself or the world that no longer serve you? Personal growth is about challenging these patterns, letting go of the ones that no longer serve you, and replacing them with new, empowering ones that align with the person you're becoming. Equally important in personal growth is the ability to set meaningful goals and take consistent action toward them. Without goals, you drift aimlessly through life, reacting to external circumstances rather than proactively shaping your own future. Goals give you a sense of direction, focus, and purpose. They help you prioritize your time and energy so that you can move closer to the life you envision. But goals alone are not enough, they require action. Personal growth involves taking steps every day toward those goals, no matter how small or imperfect those steps may seem. The key is consistency, because growth doesn't happen overnight. It's the daily commitment to progress, even when the results aren't immediately visible, that builds the life you want. As you grow, you'll also find that personal growth impacts your relationships, your career, and your overall quality of life. When you invest in yourself, others begin to see you as a person of value. You attract opportunities, people, and experiences that align with your growth. Whether it's in your career, your health, or your personal relationships, growth opens doors that would otherwise remain closed. The influence of personal growth is profound. It shapes your entire reality. When you invest in becoming better every day, you elevate not only your own life, but also the lives of those around you. You become a source of inspiration, a beacon of possibility, and a living example of what it means to continually evolve. Personal growth is not a destination, it's a lifelong journey that leads to a richer, fuller, and more meaningful life. So ask yourself, who do you want to become? And what are you doing today to take one step closer to that person?